It's the Morning Brew with friends. We got a packed house on a Wednesday. We got our friend Chris Duncanson in this morning. He's going to tell us how to get the fastest internet speeds in our homes. Larry Gagos is here with a couple of guys who can tell us all about cricket and the new cricket pitch in Albuquerque. Greg Mays and Lisa Mays are here to tell us all about the most awesome holiday gifts. And Jalen Atsey is here to talk about Rock Your Mocks, all in the Morning Brew with friends. How you doing this morning, Chris? That's excellent. So I'm wondering, like, we got this magical little mic back here.
It looks cool.
I'm gonna just keep this on set, like right here, and just use that.
It could be Johnny Carson.
I feel like it this morning. This is awesome.
It's totally a real mic.
It's totally a real mic. It's totally plugged in and everything.
It's a real mic, it's just not plugged in.
Oh, okay. I love this. It's awesome. Well, first things first this morning, we got a headlines brought to us by our friends at the Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy. They did our makeup this morning, and we look a lot better and taller because of it.
Absolutely.
So, Chris, you had a fun day yesterday because you got to go to the Mayor's State of the City address.
Yeah, a lot of great things happening in town. I didn't realize what a hub Albuquerque has become, even for exports.
Yeah. Right. I know. Everything seems to be growing. So, did he say my few favorite words I love to hear from him every year? The state of the city is strong. Did he say that?
He may not have said it exactly, but it was really close.
Okay, excellent. So I know that he says the city's rebounding. I know he says the exports are up. I know he's making a big push towards entrepreneurship. We've seen a lot of those things. Anything come to mind from the speech yesterday that kind of blew your mind that you thought was new and exciting?
You know what? I was impressed with everything from how he's helping, or how the city is helping homeless, to how we have become a hub for exports.
A major part of the speech yesterday was based on the city's Heading Home initiative.
That's right.
And so far, the city has housed 404 homeless veterans, and by the end of the year, they're going to try to make 420, and by the end of next year, almost 500.
Yeah, and the goal is actually to eliminate homelessness for our veterans in Albuquerque.
That would be amazing if we could.
Fantastic bar to
very
set.
Cool. And then speaking of the mayor, he gave out the mayor's prize last night. I think this is very cool. There was this cool competition they had a while back. And Kauffman Foundation and the Albuquerque Community Foundation both contributed $200,000 to this. And they brought together 11 nonprofits to have them compete and pitch and do a bunch of things for the city. And 3 of them are going to share in $199,000. One of them is TVC. I think you know those guys.
Absolutely.
And they help entrepreneurs and new businesses get off the ground. They're trying to commercialize technology. And another one's Global Ties, and they're a group that tries to connect to Albuquerque, do things exactly like exports, try to help us figure out ways to export stuff better. And the third one is West. And West is an incubator right over here on Broadway. And they help small businesses get rolling too. And they're hoping to continue this program, and next year we'll get another $200,000 and keep the mayor's prize going. It's kind of we hear about all of these prizes for entrepreneurs. This is one for nonprofits.
And what a great opportunity to make a difference in our community.
I think it's pretty huge. Yeah. And this is fun. I think we can do this on a family show. There's a piece of graffiti, and this is the thing that everybody's really talking about right now. It's, I think, breaking my Facebook feed as all my friends are talking about it. That's the peace sign. It's huge on a wall. So if you ride the Railrunner and you're going to or from Santa Fe through downtown, you will see this. And it's almost like half a block long. And it says, basically in strong language, we hate terrorists. And it's just really awesome to see people coming out, even though it's graffiti, it's just this awesomely huge thing about it. And have you hopped on the Railrunner, Chris?
I have. I haven't seen this, but...
It just showed up Sunday morning, of course, after the Paris attacks.
Yep.
And somebody spent their Saturday night, it looks like, probably in the freezing cold, spray painting this thing. It's a real piece of artwork.
That's a substantial effort.
It's super huge. And I know it's so big, it couldn't have been just one guy. It had to have been a group of people. So it's pretty cool to see that. But then also on the terrorism and everything related front, Governor Martinez is saying no to refugees in New Mexico. A lot of governors are saying this, mainly Republican governors are saying no to refugees. The president earlier this week said that he wanted to see the U.S. taking as many as 10,000 refugees across the country. And a lot of governors are saying, whoa, not in my state. And some are saying, great, we want to take them. In New Mexico, we're one of the few that is saying no more.
Yeah,
so
that's a tough situation.
It's a tough situation. I don't know how anybody you can't win.
Yep.
And then finally on headlines, this is just a sad one. This is a place I grew up going to. It's Kurt's Camera Corral, and they're closing after almost 60 years in business. They opened in the 50s, and That's Jim Cubier there. He's the son of the original owner, Kurt Cubier. And as always happens, as happens to a lot of camera stores in Albuquerque, the internet just killed it, and digital cameras killed it. A lot of the camera stores like that used to have, 1 hour photo processing, and you'd sell film cameras and film. That business died about 10 years ago.
Yep.
And
Now everybody's got a camera in their phone. That's a hard place to be.
right, and you don't need, if you can print it on your regular computer printer, you don't need to go to these guys. You don't need to go to the pros. So there's still one professional camera store left in town, though. Still, it's I'm drawing a blank on what it's called now. But
I can't help.
we'll think about it in a second. We'll be back and talk more about Comcast and how to improve your internet speeds over the holidays. Just a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew. It's camera and darkroom. Took me a second.
Yep. Now I recognize